Jessica Cox, an armless air coupe pilot. That's the first time I've ever introduced anybody that way, I have to tell you. Thanks for taking some time to talk with us on Aero-TV. We understand that you had your first aerobatic instruction here at Sun and Fun this week. What was that experience like?
I gotta tell you, nothing could really prepare me to be in that aerobatic plane. And when Jeff offered to take me up, and thanks to John over there at the team, they were just amazing. They brought me out to the airplane and they showed me around. And one of the questions I had was, how am I going to get out of this harness if I have to for any emergency? And they showed me exactly how to do that. And then the next question, how to deploy the chute if necessary. And what they did was they tethered zip ties to my chute. So if I had to jump out for any reason, it would do like an automatic deployment of that chute. But going up, nothing like it. Now I can't go on a roller coaster and get as excited anymore because that flight was incredible.
Talk about some of your flying experiences, because obviously it's going to be different for you than it is for almost anybody else who gets into an airplane to learn to fly.
Well, you know, there are a lot of things that went through my mind when I wanted to start flight training, and naturally some of the logistical challenges were, of course, in the back of my mind as well. But greater than some of those were my own, I think, the fear of flying. That was probably one of the things I had to overcome. And when I first overcame that fear, it was the moment I had my foot on the yoke for the very first time. And it was incredible to feel what it was like to be behind the controls. It's different to be behind the controls than to be a passenger.
It certainly is.
Yeah, I fly the air coupe, one foot on the yoke, left foot on the throttle, crisscross, just like that. And it sounds a lot easier than it is because, especially during training, it was difficult in that kind of configuration, having enough leverage for one to flare on the yoke. But through enough practice, some amazing instructors I have to thank, and the aviation community who've helped me earn my wings.
Why the air coupe?
The air coupe is the only airplane that does not have rudder pedals. The rudders are interconnected with the ailerons. So I use a yoke to taxi and at the same time take off and land.
Now you're here at Sun and Fun signing copies of your book. What is the book about, and tell us a little bit about it.
For the first time I have my book, and it's called Disarm Your Limits. I've taken the flight formula straight and level flight and combined it with 8 different principles. And I use motivating principles like desire, adventure, persistence, courage. And I use that in the book to motivate readers.
And then there's a movie coming out, premiering at Oshkosh. Tell us about that a little bit.
There's a movie, a documentary called Right-Footed, and it will be at Oshkosh. We're not definite the time yet, but it will be there premiering, and I'm excited to share it with the rest of the aviation community.
How long did that take to produce?
It took 3 years to get that finished, and we're still finishing up little bits here and there, but by the time Oshkosh comes, we will be ready to show it to the rest of the world.
Well, good. Well, Jessica, thanks so much for taking some time to talk with us. Best of luck in your aviation career, and we'll look for you at Oshkosh and look forward to the movie.
Thank you so much.
Aero-TV is brought to you by...
Explore no limits flying in the newly FAA-certified Sea Ray Elite Amphibious LSA. Progressive Aerodyne Sea Ray Elite with a Rotax 914 turbocharged engine is equally at home on the ground, in the air, or on the water. Check it out at www.searay.com.
Now certified, Aspen Avionics single-band ADS-B, ATX-100, and ATX-100G transceivers are the next-gen ADS-B solution that provides the features pilots need while keeping flyaway costs low. Check it out now at aspenavionics.com.